Today's lesson, we're going to build a 3D pyramid of power model to represent the hierarchy of social classes in ancient Egypt. But before we begin, you can download the full Create project pack completely free from our website. It includes the lesson sequence, activity sheets, and everything you need to run this in your classroom. Go over now and grab your free copy. First thing you're going to need is a ruler. Now it's really up to you how big you want to make your pyramid of power. For me, I'm going to do a 12 centimeter one, but you can always make it bigger. So I'm going to do a hack here and have two of my sides already cut off by going into the corner. So we're going to just draw a square. So and we're going to do another square, 12 centimeters to there. And again. So once you've done your 4 squares of 12 centimeters, we now need to draw an isosceles triangle within each of them. Figure out what is half of 12. If we divide 12 by 2, we have 6. So I'm going to mark a dot in the middle of one of the sides of the square, and then I'm going to draw a triangle. The corner, into the dot, corner, into the dot. Teachers, if you want to differentiate, you could have something like this drawn already for some of the children. Now the next step is to cut this out. Now that we have our triangles, I want you to take one and only one of them, and we're going to divide those up into 8 equal sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to make the one for the Pharaoh a little bit bigger than the rest because it's a bit smaller up on that top corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right guys, let's be honest. Most lessons are designed to keep children busy and drill knowledge into them for a test at the end of the term. And 2 weeks later, they've forgotten it. Because memorizing knowledge is useless. Useless unless they can use it, unless they can apply it. That's the problem. So we've built something different. It's called Create, standing for curiosity, remember, experiment, apply, tell, and evaluate. This 3D pyramid of power, it's actually just a small part of our Create unit, which is another small part of our entire 10-week project called How to Be a Pharaoh. So instead of teaching ancient Egypt in the same boring, linear, worksheet-driven way, we start each unit with a problem to solve. And pupils learn what they need to in order to build, create, and design solutions for that problem. Real activities, real outcomes, no dead worksheets. So the full project is actually on our Learning Made Fun website. Head over to learningmadefun.net. And the Pyramid of Power unit, it's free. So if you're tired of teaching in the same boring worksheet-driven way every year, but you simply don't have the time to plan all of these high-effort, creative, innovative lessons, well, this is your upgrade. Head on over. I'll see you there. Back to the experiment. Now what Magella is doing here is making a brick effect by using the darker color to create small horizontal and vertical lines on her triangle. You can try out this effect on 3 of your triangles, but don't forget to save one for showing the social hierarchy in ancient Egypt. And here's Magella creating a key to tell you what each color represents in terms of social classes of ancient Egypt. But to be honest, you can make them any color you like. We just wanted to choose a range of colorful colors to make it more visual and exciting. So now we're just painting each level of social class in ancient Egypt. Leave that to dry, and then you can begin to draw, label and decorate your pyramid of power, with the pharaoh at the top, then the nobles and priests, the scribes, the soldiers, the merchants, the craftspeople, the farmers and the slaves and servants at the very bottom. And once you've left that to dry, the final step is now build your 3D pyramid using a little bit of tape. You can use sellotape or masking tape. Just tape the edges on the inside, and then once they're all fitted together, you can start to build it into a 3D pyramid. Just a little tip, you can put a small cardboard square of any size, as long as it's smaller than your 12 by 12 square base. This just adds a little bit of stability. You can use a glue gun, or you can use some tape to secure it in there. The glue gun obviously will be stronger, but tape works fine as well if you're not comfortable using that within your classroom setting. A little bit of glue on the edges also helps to reinforce it. Again, this is optional, but it does help to make it more stable. Well, there you have it, guys. What a fun, interactive, hands-on activity that beats the boring worksheets and allows children to apply their learning to solving a real-life problem. Give it a try, let us know, and be sure to send us your final results so that we can share them on our YouTube videos. Have fun. See you next time.